So what about the
details about Princess Diana?
There is a new controversy surrounding the book The Da Vinci Code.
You'll see only on Good Morning America.
Right to die case, Michael Jackson case. We've all been wondering, what did comedian Jay Leno have to do with this case? What did he tell police about Jackson's accuser? Well, our lead Jackson trial correspondent, 2020's Jim Avila, joins us now from Santa Maria, California, with another report you'll see only on Good Morning America. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Diane. A man who makes his living telling jokes has something very serious to say about the Michael Jackson case. As you know, Jay Leno is on the witness list, and ABC News has got an exclusive look at what he's telling sheriff's investigators, and it's not good for the prosecution.
He has the judge's permission to make fun. But Jay Leno's role in the Michael Jackson trial is no joke. In fact, what he told the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department may well become a major issue in this trial. A source close to the case has shown exclusively to ABC News what he says is a transcript of the tape-recorded police interview with Leno. In that transcript, Leno appears to directly contradict the accuser, who told the jury he left several messages but never spoke directly to the Tonight Show host. Instead, Leno says he remembers taking 1 or 2 phone calls from the accusing family when the boy was sick with cancer, and Leno was top of the list of the celebrities the boy wanted to meet. He says the mom was on the line first. Leno: a while back, the mother called. "Oh, my son, he's 12 years old. Oh, he loves you." The talk show host said he was immediately suspicious. Leno: "I'm not that much of an egomaniac. I don't know why a 12-year-old would be infatuated with a 55-year-old guy who does political jokes and things." And I said, "Well, what can I do for you?" Or, "Well, I can't remember the exact of the phone call," but essentially sort of looking for money. Then Leno says the mom put the boy on the phone and, quote, "It all sounded very rehearsed to me." Investigator: "They were looking for money?" Leno: "I think so. It just sounded a little suspicious." Leno tells sheriff's investigators in this transcript he did not remember the conversation until he watched the Martin Bashir documentary and heard the boy's name. An unusual name, says Leno, that jarred his memory. "Even though I think Michael Jackson is guilty, I still went, boy, they finally found a mark." And perhaps the most damaging quote, Leno tells the investigator, "I don't know if he's reading from a script, but it just sounded coached."
The Michael Jackson defense team has now caught this young accuser in a big lie that's going to truly impact on his credibility.
Now, a source close to the family tells ABC News, quote, "Remember, this is a 12-year-old who can have an innocent misrecollection. And remember," the source says, "this Leno episode has nothing to do with the heart of the case, that whether or not Jackson molested the boy or not." Diane?
All right, Jim, stand by with us, if you will, because joining us here with me is ABC News legal contributor Kimberly Guilfoyle Newsom. I want to talk to both of you. Kimberly, I'll start with you. What about this 12-year-old boy? Even if it's a direct contradiction, is it necessarily explosive in the case?
I think it absolutely is. This is a devastating blow to the prosecution's case. I was shocked that the district attorney didn't deal with it himself, preempt this issue by the defense, because this is a case of credibility. Who will you believe at the end of the day? First, you have an American icon, Michael Jackson, where I believe in cases like this, almost a different standard of proof applies. You have a young boy with somewhat of an unsavory mother, and now you have a man with inherent credibility, Jay Leno, coming in and saying, "I spoke to this boy," the boy saying, "No, I didn't." Someone's not telling the truth.
But back to you, Jim, is there any chance that Jay could have been confused in any way? And it could have been somebody else?
Well, it's difficult for the prosecution because, as you saw, Jay Leno says, I believe Michael Jackson is guilty. I'm sorry that I'm having to come forward this, and it hurts your case. But nevertheless, he does come forward, and for some reason, he says he saw that Martin Bashir tape, and when he saw the Martin Bashir tape, it reminded him of this unusual name that the boy has, and he didn't think there was any mistake.
But Kimberly, you talked about his mother. I mean, this is a young boy who loved comedy.
Yes.
We know that. If she was trying to do anything for his son who was sick, what mother wouldn't?
Bring some joy into her son's life.
Right, to make this phone call.
It seems innocent enough, Diane, but again, Jay Leno saying that it sounded suspicious, rehearsed, perhaps then with Michael Jackson they'd finally found their mark. Again, Michael Jackson, many people say, look, this is someone with deep pockets. So what is the motivation here in bringing the case?
And again, the prosecution would have known about this all along.
Absolutely.
So they would have prepared for it, you would think. What do you think happened
I think they're going to have to say, we're getting a clue here from Jim's story, that they're going to say this is not a black or white area. This isn't someone's lying and someone isn't telling the truth here. What it is going to come down to a gray area. That's the best the prosecution can say. Innocent misrecollection. But again, an unusual name for the accuser. You've got Jay Leno. If he walks in that courtroom, and you can bet that he's going to, the jury's going to sit up and take notice. It may be the key to this case, what tips the balance to the jury saying reasonable doubt for Michael Jackson.
Well, let's get the final word now from Jim. Jim, any sense from you what the prosecution will do to handle this?
No, like our expert there, I was surprised. I was surprised that this is, as you said, Diane, this was an interview done by the sheriff's department, who works for the prosecutor in this case. They know about it, knew about it before this young man took the stand, and did not deal with it.
All right, and no sense yet when Michael Jackson, when Jay Leno might appear. It would be in the defense phase, of course.
Yes, so we have a while to go on this part, but 50 to 60 witnesses still for the prosecution.
Right. Okay. Thanks to you, Jim. I know you're there every day, and of course you can get complete Michael Jackson trial coverage on our website, gma.abcnews.com, and thanks to you, Kimberly, as well. Time now for the weather again with Tony Perkins.
All right, Diane.